Hey guys, Rusket J back with another video for you. Today we're going to take a look at the Asus front base. This is the Republic of Gamers dual 5¼ inch bay that can go in the front of your case, and it allows you to customize and also change a lot of the features that come on the 6 series Z87 motherboard, so like the Maximus 6, the Extreme, Formula, Hero, Gene, the Impact, and also the X79 Rampage Black Edition, and any other motherboard that supports the ROG EXT port. So this allows you to customize loads of different things on your actual PC. So mainly the main feature we're going to look at first is going to be the fans that you can use on the motherboard. It also supports adjustments for the audio as well, that's got built into the front. So we'll run you through what it features. So you can see here we've got a 4-inch display, and there are 3 buttons and also a big control dial, which is what you do most of your adjustments on. At the top left we've got the time, that's controlled by the system time on the computer. And then on the right we've got a little dial which also doubles as a post display. So if you've got one in your case but you can't really see it, then you can use this to show you what post readout is giving during boot up. Along the left we've got the CPU frequency, and this will adjust using a button as well, which is a very cool feature which I'll show you in a minute. On the right we've got the CPU readout for the temperature. That can also be adjusted to the motherboard as well for the temperatures. But the main focus we're going to look at first is the middle dial, which allows us to change all our RPMs of our fans. Now we're using the H100 in this case, and I've got a fan hooked up just down here. Let's just zoom out so I can show you. There we go. And the main way to adjust these is to hold down the control dial. It will take us into edit mode on the top of the screen, and then you can adjust the RPM by literally rotating the dial. Select the one you want, press the middle, and then you can turn it down. It won't actually go fully off, but it will take it to a very low RPM, and then we can crank it right up, and you see it spin up there, and it will adjust your RPM. And then once you want to save the profile of the fan, you just press the button again, and now it's saved. Also, the right hand dial doubles as a readout for your motherboard, so it says M6G, which is the Maximus 6 gene that we're currently using in this display. But to also monitor different fans, you can scroll with the button, just twist it. Chassis 3, which we've also got the rear fan set up on, so we can also adjust that if we want as well. Let's go like that. The next thing I'm going to show you is the audio options. So at the front we've got a headphone and microphone jack, and also a USB port. So to adjust the EQ that's built in, we've got, I think it's 6 presets on this, which is really cool. All you need to do is hold down the dial again, so it goes to the edit mode, and then keep scrolling, and then you'll see the different options. So we've got music, shooting, fiction, sport, and racing EQs. Now this actually uses the motherboard audio header that is built in, and then it runs a cable that goes to the front base. Also, a quick note is it's a gold plated cable as well, so it's a very good high quality cable. One thing you might want to do though, if you use it in a permanent case, is custom braid it, because it's slightly thin braiding on the cable itself. They're thinking about making it slightly longer as well. It fits perfectly in the 350D, although other cases such as the 750, you may find it slightly too short. Okay, so moving on now, we're going to look at the dials underneath. So the first one here is called the escape mode button, which basically when you're in a game it will minimize the game and also mute the speakers. Or we've actually had to play around with this, and it will minimize any program. So we've been using Google Chrome, and we've come up with a hide your porn button. So as we press this button here, I'll put a overlay on the screen which will minimize your programs. Moving along, we've got the OC level up button. This offers 2 stages of overclocking without having to go into the BIOS or anything like that. It's really cool. So the first level, we're currently at 3.8 gigahertz at stock, and there's 2 levels. The first one will take us to 4.2 gigahertz. I've got some screenshots I put up as well so you can see this. There we go, it's adjusted now. And then we press it again for level 2, and it will take us up to 4.4. Here we go. So it's a really easy way to overclock your system, all hassle free, and you can also set up custom profiles if you've got a higher overclock than this as well that you want to use. You can actually save it so you can switch between the two. So that's also awesome. On the far right button we've got a power display, which just turns the screen off. Quite a cool little feature if you wanted to turn it off when you're in the dark or playing late at night. And then the USB, which also doubles as a charging slot. What I'm going to do now is quickly power down the machine and then show you how this works. Okay, so now the computer is in a soft off mode, so the power switch on the power supply is currently on, but it still gives us the readout, and it also displays the time, which will keep running as well. But what we're going to do is look at the top right, it says USB, and we're going to just scroll right until we see the little voltage symbol appear. Press the center button, and then you can plug in any of your devices that use a USB to charge, and then charge it while the computer is even off. So that's a nice little nifty feature they've included as well. Other things to note, just powered by one SATA cable, so it's very easy to use. Also, there is a disc that includes the drivers as well, but they're not currently on the website, but I'm sure they will be as soon as it's released. And yeah, that's pretty much everything on the front base itself, but very cool unit. Adds a lot of extra features to the motherboards, and I'm very pleased with this. So thank you for watching the quick overview of the front base from Asus Republic Gamers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next time.